Let me ask you something. If I told you that just 100 rupees wasted every day could cost you over 36,000 rupees a year, would you believe me? Scary, right? And yet, millions of Indians do it without even realizing it. Today, I'm going to show you 10 simple frugal living tips that can literally save you lakhs of rupees without living like a sadhu or giving up your favorite coffee. But here's the catch. Most people will hear these tips and think, I'll start next month. And that's exactly why they stay broke. You won't be that person. You clicked this video for a reason. So stick around till the end, because tip number 10, if you miss it, you'll regret it for years. You see, a few years ago, I was just like most people. Every month, I would get my salary, and somehow, by the end of the month, most of it was gone, and I would sit there, scratching my head, thinking, where did all my money go? It always felt like I was stuck in this cycle. Work hard, get paid, spend everything, and then wait for the next payday. I thought saving money meant living like a monk. No parties, no eating out, no weekend trips, no fun. Honestly, it felt like the only way to save was to give up everything I enjoyed. But then, something happened. I came across this simple idea that completely flipped how I looked at money. Frugal living doesn't mean sacrificing everything. It means being smart. It means knowing where your money is going, controlling it, and still enjoying the things that truly matter. Because let's be honest, what's the point of earning if you can't even buy biryani on weekends, right? 1. The delayed desire rule. You know that feeling when you see something shiny and expensive, like a new smartwatch, and your brain instantly says, I need this right now? Yeah, I've been there too. But here's the problem. Most of these purchases are not because we need them, but because we're excited in that moment. So I started following something I call the 48-hour rule. Whenever I feel like buying something expensive, I don't buy it immediately. I pause. I wait for 48 hours, 2 full days. And you know what happens most of the time? After 2 days, the excitement is gone. I look at that smartwatch again and think, bro, you barely use the one you already have. By simply giving myself that little pause, I've avoided so many impulse buys. And honestly, this one habit alone has probably saved me thousands and thousands of rupees over the years. Step 2. Subscription audit. You know how it starts. You sign up for Netflix to watch one new show. Then you get Amazon Prime for free delivery. Then Hotstar for cricket. Then Spotify for music. And of course that gym membership, which you were definitely going to use in January 2023, but somehow never did. Over time, all these small subscriptions pile up. But here's the funny part. Most of us aren't even using half of them regularly. I once sat down and actually did a simple audit, just went through my bank statements and app subscriptions, and I was shocked. There were things I was paying for every single month that I completely forgot existed. Money was literally leaking out of my account for no reason. So I canceled everything I wasn't actively using. Simple, clean, instant savings. And trust me, when you add it all up, it's way more than you think. Tip 3. The big 3 expenses. Focus. Let's talk about the 3 big expenses that quietly eat up most of your salary every month: housing, transportation, and food. If you just track these 3, you'll realize they easily take up around 70% of your income. But here's the good news. Small changes in these areas can save you a lot without making life feel miserable. For housing, try negotiating your rent. You'd be surprised how many landlords are open to it, especially if you've been a good tenant. For transportation, instead of always using your personal vehicle, consider public transport, metro, or even carpooling with colleagues. And for food, this one's a game changer. Start meal prepping your lunches instead of ordering every day. Honestly, it's healthier, cheaper, and once you get into the habit, it's super easy. Because let's be real, Do you really need Zomato Gold, Swiggy Super, and 3 different food delivery apps? What are you running, a cloud kitchen? Even small tweaks here can add up to thousands of rupees saved every month. Hey, if you're finding these tips even a little helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Every week, we share simple, real-life money hacks that can actually make a big difference in your life. And trust me, a few months from now, your future self will look back and say, "I'm so glad I started learning about money early." So don't wait. Subscribe now and stay one step ahead. Tip 4. The envelope budget system. Now this one is super simple, but very powerful. It's called the envelope budget system. Here's how it works. At the start of every month, take your total income and divide it into different categories, or what I like to call virtual envelopes. For example, one envelope for rent, one for groceries, one for savings, and one for fun or entertainment. Every time you spend money, you take it out of the right envelope. Now here's the key part. Once an envelope is empty, you stop spending in that category for the rest of the month. So if your fun envelope runs out, no more random online shopping or eating out until next month. This makes you super aware of where your money is going. It's visual, simple, and surprisingly effective because you can actually see how much you have left in each category. And when you follow this system regularly, you start making smarter choices automatically without feeling like you're constantly restricting yourself. Tip 5. Buy used, not new. Let's be real. Not everything we buy has to be brand new. Things like laptops, phones, furniture, appliances, you can find perfectly good secondhand items at a much lower price. And the savings? We're talking about tens of thousands of rupees over time. The key is to buy from trusted sources. Check online marketplaces, certified sellers, or even friends and family who are upgrading. But don't forget, always verify the condition before buying. Check if it works properly, look for any damage, and if possible, get a valid warranty or return option. Most of the time, you'll get something that works just as well as new for half the price. And let's be honest, do you really care if your microwave is brand new, shiny, and fresh out of the box? As long as it heats your food, it's doing its job. This simple habit can help you save big while still getting what you need. Tip 6. Cashback warrior mindset. Let's be honest. We all spend money on things like groceries, fuel, online shopping, and food deliveries. But what if you could actually get some of that money back every time you spend? That's where the cashback warrior mindset comes in. Start using apps and tools that give you cash back on your regular spending, like credit cards, but only if you use them responsibly and pay off the full bill, UPI offers, bank reward programs, or even shopping apps that offer cash back deals. It's like earning a tiny bonus every time you spend on something you were going to buy anyway. I once saved up all my cash back from different apps and credit card rewards, and you won't believe it. I actually booked a flight ticket completely using only my cashback points. And that feeling? It was like getting free dessert after stuffing yourself at a buffet. You're full, satisfied, and then suddenly, boom, bonus treat. So why leave free money on the table? Start becoming a cashback warrior. Tip 7. Master no-spend weekends. Here's a fun challenge that can save you a surprising amount of money, the no-spend weekend. Pick just one weekend every month where you decide not to spend any money, except for basic essentials like groceries or bills that are absolutely necessary. At first, it might sound a little tough. You might wonder, what will I even do if I'm not going out, shopping, or ordering food? But trust me, you'll be surprised at how creative you get. You can have movie nights at home with friends or family, cook your favorite meal together, go for a picnic in the park, attend free community events, explore nearby places you never visited, or simply relax and enjoy time without worrying about spending. And the best part? You still have fun, but without the regret of burning through your money over the weekend. Less spending, more living. That's the whole idea. Start small, and you'll soon look forward to these no-spend weekends. Tip 8. Don't upgrade lifestyle with every raise. Now here's a big trap that quietly ruins people's finances. It's called lifestyle inflation. Every time you get a raise or bonus, somehow your expenses magically start to grow too. You move to a bigger house, buy a new car, eat out more often, upgrade your phone, start shopping for expensive brands. And before you know it, even though you're earning more, you're still broke at the end of every month. That's because your spending rises as fast as your income does. But here's the smart move. Whenever your salary increases, try to keep your core expenses the same. Keep living like you did before the raise, at least for a while. And instead, take that extra money and put it into savings or investments. Let your money start working for you. This one habit can help you build serious wealth over time, while others are stuck running in circles. And now we're getting to one of the most painful areas where Indians lose money without even realizing it. Tip number 9 is something that 90% of people completely ignore, and it can cost you lakhs in the long run. Tip 9. Health insurance, your silent money saver. Here's a mistake I've seen way too many people make. They skip buying health insurance because they think, why waste a few thousand every year? I'm young and healthy. But that small saving can turn into a huge disaster later. All it takes is one unexpected medical emergency, an accident, surgery, or serious illness, and suddenly you're staring at hospital bills worth lakhs of rupees. I've personally seen friends and family go through this. They worked hard, saved for years, but one hospital visit wiped out everything they had built. And that's the painful part. You lose not just your savings, but also your peace of mind. Health insurance is like a safety net. It protects your wealth while you focus on growing it. So instead of thinking of it as an extra expense, think of it as protection for your future self. Before you chase higher returns or investments, make sure your financial foundation is protected. Tip 10. The 100 rupee leak test. This one simple habit completely changed how I look at my daily spending. I call it the 100 rupee leak test. Every single day, I pay close attention to where small amounts of money slip away. 50 rupee here, 100 rupee there. It could be snacks you didn't really need, that extra coffee, random online shopping, or taking an auto when you could easily walk or take the bus. These feel like tiny, harmless expenses in the moment. But here's the scary part. At the end of the month, when you add it all up, you'll often find that you've lost 3,000 to 5,000 rupee without even realizing it. That's 36,000 rupee to 60,000 rupee in a year. Just gone. And you didn't even feel it happen. The good news? You don't have to cut out the things you love. Just being aware of these small leaks helps you plug the unnecessary ones. And suddenly, you're saving huge amounts without even sacrificing your main lifestyle or happiness. Now imagine if you combined all these tips consistently. That's how people manage to save 1,000 rupees every single week without feeling deprived. And that's exactly what I did. If you're serious about building real wealth while still enjoying life, watch this next. Maybe that how I saved 1,000 rupees every week without cutting my expenses. Real Life Tips 2025. In that video, I break down my actual weekly system that made saving automatic, even on a tight salary. Click it now and take your money game to the next level.